Hello there, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name's Victoria, and we are pulling out messages for December 2024 for all of you singles looking for new love. New love only in this reading. So we've got Mercury retrograde for the first half of December in the sign of Sagittarius. So Mercury retrograde is, of course, notorious for communication issues, gossip. All right, there's going to be some gossip around this time, perhaps, so just be a little bit cautious about how much you share with people, especially if there's anything that you don't want spread around. This can be where there might be some technology issues, right? So it's really just important to pay very close attention to details, okay, especially if someone is maybe telling you about themselves, or maybe you are putting yourself out there, especially like internet dating or anything like that. Just be aware of the details. Number one, you might want to get more information about something or someone, or if you are signing up for a dating website, then this can be where you make sure you look at your renewal terms and things like that. But this can also just be a little bit of a heads up for you to not share too many personal details on the internet. All right, sometimes we overshare a little bit, and sometimes that can kind of turn a little bit sideways. But the good news is Mercury turns direct on the 15th of the month, and that is the same day that we've got a full moon in Gemini. Mercury, of course, the ruler of Geminis. So we get some clarity, we get some insights, maybe some answers. Full moons are a time of release, letting go, and finding closure, but also something can be coming to fruition. You might get some information that you've been missing. Mercury Cazimi on the 5th of December. This can be a little bit of an awakening for some of you. This can be highly spiritual, but it can also bring in some information that may be a little bit unexpected. December 6th, Venus moves into the sign of Aquarius. And so Venus is the planet of love and new beginnings and beauty and all kinds of wonderful, wonderful things. So really great energy for love. Aquarius rules the 11th house in astrology. So this can be an amplified social time for you guys. Aquarius is really about your social interactions, your social groups. But Aquarius likes to do things a little bit differently. Goes outside the norm. So perhaps there's something that you can do to switch things up a little bit so that you increase your chances to meet new people. Whether it's something online, whether it's something person to person, everyone's got something different going on. Now, of course, we're in December. We are in the busy celebratory season for a lot of folk. And so this can be a month for you where you might have a very busy schedule, but it's also a much more social month than some of the other ones that we do have. So we got things like, Christmas parties or office parties or New Year's Eve and things like that. And so, or you have a friend that might have, might have a get together somewhere along the way. And so, this can be, where you're gathering in a social event. And again, you might just meet somebody new. We do have a lot of new energy coming in at the end of the month. Obviously, we've got New Year's, right? The first day of the new year, we're saying goodbye to 2024. But we also have a new moon in Capricorn on the 30th. So a great day to set some intentions there, okay? Just like we would with, with our New Year's Eve resolutions. We've got the Child at the back of the deck, and the Child is the Fool card. So this is really encouraging you to get out and have fun and meet people. But this shows spring into your month or spring into your new year with a sense of joy, a sense of adventure, and a sense of wonder. We don't always know what the future holds for us, and sometimes we just need to trust that we're taking the right steps, because the Fool card indicates that you need to take a little bit of a leap of faith. You need to dip your toe in the water of uncertainty and then jump right in. Because there is new energy, new people, new beginnings on the horizon. For you, it's also encouraging you to do something fun, and this can be where you may meet someone new. We have Imagine coming out here for you guys, and the Imagine card is awesome. Okay, it's all about using your imagination and reminding you that you are always co-creating your reality with spirit. And if you can dream about it, if you can think about it, if you can imagine it, and some of you might really be daydreaming about somebody new right now, then you can create it. The power of your vision, the power of your dreams, you can turn this into reality. So we do, interestingly enough, the Imagine card also always strikes me as a little bit of Piscean energy. And we have right now Saturn going direct in the sign of Pisces, where it's been retrograde for a little hot minute. So this can be about moving forward with your vision, your dreams, doing something to make love happen in your life, but while also not being super like obsessive or possessive about it. But Saturn brings us, Pisces kind of has our heads in the clouds, and Saturn brings us into reality, but Pisces is also very romantic kind of energy. So this can be where love and romance is coming into your reality. So very interesting things going there. We do have building blocks here as well. And the building blocks is a reminder that your life is not necessarily just built all at once in one fell swoop, that when we take things a day at a time, this is where we build these strong foundations that last forever, that last a lifetime. And a reminder that you have done a lot in your world, you have done a lot in your existence to build up a foundation, your values, your traditions, your life, your career, your family, your friends, your home, you name it, right? You have a foundation. And so if you've been feeling a little bit blue, if you've been feeling a little bit down on yourself, and maybe you've had a lack of confidence when it comes to love and relationships, Spirit is trying to build you up, all right? And trying to remind you about that all this little successes and all the big ones as well that you've had in your life so far. Don't sell yourself short and be confident. But it is a reminder about patience as well. One day at a time, 1 foot at a time, one conversation at a time. And yes, we'll sometimes have some doors closed for us, but we also have other ones that are opening as well. So trust in the building blocks, but it's also reminding you here as well that any of those blocks, any of those pieces, anything that doesn't fit or anything that you don't want to carry forward with you to the future, now is the time to let it go. Whether it's facing and letting go of your fears, whether it's finding forgiveness in your heart, whether it's kicking some old habits and patterns with relationships to the curb, say goodbye. We're heading into a new year and we're gonna do something new. We're gonna take a fresh approach at things, and this is going to work. The energy coming in for you, we do have the 4 of Candles. Wonderful energies. It's a time of togetherness, of celebration, events of all kinds, and the 4 of Candles quite often does represent some sort of celebration or good news. So you may just meet the person of your dreams. You could also meet somebody while attending an event. And often the 4 of Candles, 4 of Wands, it comes up with birthdays and Christmas and New Year's and engagements and weddings and you name it, whatever kind of get together is a jovial, festive environment and usually has a lot of people. There's sometimes food and drink and lots of social interaction, and it's a good time. And so when we are in an environment like that, we attract the good vibes, right? So good vibes all around with that. So you could have something coming to fruition for you. It is also known as the 1111 card, right? New beginnings, a fresh start, improvements in your world. But 1111 is also very much tied to your wishes, right? So make your wish for love, set your intentions for love, manifest love into your life. But I think also some of you are going to have a very lovely surprise. We have the lightning tree. All right, now the lightning tree is challenge headed your way, okay? Now, it's not the same as it being in reversed, although I'm sure some of you might want this one to be. This is the Tower card, okay? And no matter when the Tower card strikes, it is making us uncomfortable. And so it is a little bit of a challenge by its very nature. But the lightning tree here, the Tower energy, is here to jolt us into reality, jolt us into action, get us out of our comfort zone, get us off the couch, and also is here to help us release any of these little building blocks that aren't fitting our foundation. And again, it's a repeating message for some of you here, right? Are you held back by fear? Are you held back because you're not feeling confident? Are you held back because, you're holding on to some sort of ideal that maybe doesn't quite fit the narrative anymore? Whatever it is, are you confused, right? When we have the lightning tree, you're getting a bolt of an epiphany, and you are not confused anymore. So I do feel like the first half of the month can be very important for you, considering we've got Mercury retrograde, we've got that Mercury cazimi, and we've got that full moon. And all of this is bringing clarity, is bringing perspective, is bringing decisions, right? And it can certainly help you to let things go. And so this can be really positive for you, right? But it certainly makes you uncomfortable a little bit in some way. Now, we can also get a little bit of a surprise, shocking revelations when we get the lightning tree. And so someone may reveal something to you. It doesn't have to be bad, right? It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's here to make us uncomfortable. It's here to help us get rid of anything that doesn't work, doesn't fit, so we can make room for the new. And so, sometimes it's helping us to clear that path. But yes, we do get shocks and surprises and sudden revelations with this card as well. So this can be where maybe somebody who right? Maybe you've encountered them at a couple of events before, or maybe they're a work associate or someone that's a friend of a friend, and they may reveal that they have some feelings for you, or you, by your very token, may feel the need to kickstart something in motion there, because you can be the mastermind of your own tower moment. A little bit of a life-changing happening there for you. This can also help you get closure, right? So there's something here that may occur that catches you off guard, but it brings you into an energy of closure and a completion and of a letting go. And when we do have this Mercury retrograde, especially in Sagittarius, we sometimes do get things that come back into our life, whether we want them or not, but it's for a reason, it's for a purpose. And so you may have an ex come back into your life, or you may hear something about an ex. And whatever you hear, whatever information that comes your way, this can be a big turning point for you. You can realize that, hey, I have no feelings for this person anymore, and I don't know why I'm thinking about them anymore. I'm done. Say goodbye, right? You could also realize that, what? That person's never coming back. I'm ready to move forward, right? And so everyone's at a little bit of a different place. So you could get some information, some revelations about something new. You can also be getting the information that helps you have a final release of something from the past. The Queen of Candles is here as blessings headed your way. So for some of you here, number one, this is your energy. The Queen of Candles is the Queen of Wands, and this is about making decisions, feeling inspired, feeling motivated. You've got a lot of energy, right? And the Queen of Wands is highly desirable, very attractive, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Very open and receptive energy, but also likes a bit of adventure and likes a bit of fun. And this is what we've got at the back of the deck there with the child, having adventures and having fun. So this can be the energy that you're stepping into, likely after we overcome a little bit of a challenge of the lightning tree. So this can be you making decisions. I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to go out and have fun. And I'm going to just stay open to whatever kind of connections head my way. The Queen of Candles can also be a person. This can be, it quite often does come in as a best friend energy, someone who you have fun with, someone maybe you motivate each other, and someone who's always honest and truthful with you as well. They tell it to you like it is, and not to hurt you or anything like that, but just kind of maybe jolt you back into reality. So perhaps with the Fool card there, with the Queen of Candles, you could potentially be traveling with a friend, and maybe this is, a quick weekend getaway somewhere close. Maybe you go skiing up in the mountains or something, and maybe your friend introduces you to somebody, or because you're out together and you're having a good time, this is where you might just kind of bump into someone new. You'll have a little meet cute kind of moment there, but this friend could help you somehow on your quest for love. But this can be a romantic interest as well. The Queen of Candles is an awesome personality. to meet, full of fun, full of passion, right? Good chemistry with that. And but they're, even though it's a fire sign, right, which is fire is, more masculine energy, they are also engaged with their feminine side. So they're both a go-getter, and they're also receptive and open-minded to things. So this can be a really great, really awesome connection that some of you are making. We've got the King of Canes at the back of the deck, and very interesting, because I will show you the deck, the card that somehow jumped out of my hand when I was holding it there. I didn't even think that it would do that. But anyways, the King of Canes is your advice from Spirit. Be decisive, be clear what you want, and get ready to communicate in a positive way. Master your communication, master your mind, so to speak. And when we know what we want, it's easier to find it. When we're confused and we're full of doubt, then we're not really going to find what we're looking for, because we don't know what it looks like, or, we're not going to find what we want because we don't know what we want. So the King of Canes is the King of Swords, clarity and a sense of purpose. And when we have that internally, it makes it easier to find things externally. But this can also be just a really big advice card here to watch your communication, watch your text messages, watch your technology, and maybe think twice before you speak, okay? Because, of course, remember, first half of the month, Mercury retrograde, it is no joke. My first week of Mercury retrograde, it turned retrograde on the 25th of November, and my first week here has been absolutely thrown me for six, just thrown me for a loop. And so it can be a lot of communication. And so choose wisely, all right? Use discernment in your communication. You don't necessarily, especially if you're online dating, very technology related is the air sign there. And, if you're doing online dating, you don't have to respond to absolutely every single person. And, you don't necessarily have to connect with every single profile that you come across, right? But if you do, communicate wisely, okay? And make sure you pay attention to kind of any details or red flags. The card that flipped out while I was talking earlier, all I did is touch the deck with my pinky, and it just came flying out, is the Queen of Canes. So the Queen of Swords together with the King of Swords there. So again, communication is all important. Trust your intuition and your inner wisdom as well, right? Because the King and Queen of Canes, yeah, we can have a soulmate maybe coming your way, right? And that would be pretty good. A fellow air sign for you, Libra, that would be wonderful. But this reminds you of balance as well, okay? Remember, there's a balance that is a necessary part of the order of the universe, right? The masculine and the feminine, the good and the bad, right? Everything comes hand in hand. And with the King and Queen coming in here, yes, potential soulmate energy opening up for you. But this is also about the balance between your masculine and your feminine. The balance between being open, being receptive, trusting your intuition, all the feminine qualities, but also the masculine qualities there as well. I know what I want, I'm going to go get it. And this can certainly be some more direct, more assertive communication. The Queen of Canes reminds you to put up boundaries as well, right? Because, of course, there's, let's face it, not every connection that we make, or not every person that we talk to will always be the one that's meant to be. And so we do need to trust our inner wisdom and our intuition to make sure that we are paying attention to and not missing any red flags. Put up those boundaries when necessary, and especially where it comes to some bad habits or patterns that maybe you have in a relationship, or any person that may be from a past relationship. Really being firm in your boundaries can certainly be the key to letting go, to walking away, and to finding freedom, right? Very important. All right, boundaries are good. We've got the Ice King coming out here for you guys. Now, it's very interesting that this should come out, because the Ice King, in this particular deck, there's the Ice Queen and the Ice King, and they always do, for me, relate back to the King and Queen of Swords. So person coming in, very similar to the King of Swords, or maybe even the Queen of Swords, okay? And this is somebody who is very smart, they're very communicative, Someone who doesn't necessarily wear their heart on their sleeves, but there is a heart under there. Okay, they might have a little bit of a frosty exterior initially, but then as you talk to them, they warm up and they get a little bit more gentle in their energy, and you may just be used to that. But as someone who has a very powerful communicator and a very high intellect, so it can be a very interesting person to talk to. And we've got the Ice Queen coming out here. Wow. Okay. There we go. So a little bit speechless with that one, but okay. King and Queen of Swords, Ice Queen, Ice King, air sign, soulmate energy. Basically repeat everything that I just said about the King and Queen of Swords. All right, so very interesting connection, very matchy with this. And again, communication is very much the key, but we've got soulmates coming out here twice. So we're going to pay very close attention to those messages and keep an open mind, all right? Talk to people, get to know people. You know, both of these energies are a little bit cautious in how much information they reveal about themselves until there is a little bit of comfort or trust established. But they're very interesting to talk to too. So very interesting. Fellow air sign, soulmate energy for you guys. I'm going to leave that there for you folks. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, subscribe. I hope you have a fantastic December. It certainly looks like it's going to be a little interesting for you guys. But hopefully it is also a little bit magical for you. But I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.